Hey guys, Dr. Brown here, and tonight we're working on the integral of secant x tangent x divided by secant x plus secant squared x. Whoa, what to do? All right, let's get after it. You know, if you follow the channel, we have the tools that we use. U sub, trig sub, integration by parts, partial fractions, power reduction, long division, completing the square, and method of quadratics. Okay, so when I saw this problem first, I jumped in and said, okay, I'm going to do a U sub and I'm going to let U equal secant x. And I started in, and next thing you know, I'm doing a completing the square on the denominator, and wow. And pretty soon it was like whale blubber. The more I chewed it, the bigger it got. So I thought, surely that's not the complexity at that point in this book. Okay. It was not in the smart pages. It was early on. So I went back in my mind to something I used in algebra. When in doubt, do what? When in doubt, factor. Okay, let's go with that concept here. And the goal is, if you can immediately factor something, then you can reduce the problem to maybe something more manageable. So we have secant x tangent x divided by, I'm going to factor secant x out of the denominator. Hey, all right, secant x times what? 1 plus secant x. Still integrating with respect to x. Guess what? The secant x's cancel. Now what to do? Okay, let's tangent and secant squared, secant squared is the derivative of tangent. So I don't have a secant squared. I had one, but I had a lot of other things also. So what can we do with this? Let's take and go to the sine cosine world. Let's go that route. Okay, so I have tangent, which is sine x over cosine x divided by 1 plus, and secant is 1 over cosine x dx. Well, 1, if I'm getting a common denominator, I can change that to cosine x over cosine x. So now I have cosine x plus 1 all over cosine x. Cosine x plus 1 all over cosine x. Hey, we can reduce again. This cosine x and that cosine x divide out. So I'm left with the integral of sine x over cosine x plus 1 dx. Man, we got this thing whipped now. Okay. U sub. I'm going to let U, matter of fact, let's go up here now. Integral of sine x over cosine x plus 1 dx. So let's let U equal cosine x plus 1. Du then would equal, with the derivative of cosine is minus sine x, derivative of a constant is 0, so we have minus sine x dx. And we're trying to go into the u world here, so I need to solve for dx, so I can replace this. So du divided by minus sine x equals dx. So now let's fill in the blanks. We have the integral of sine x over u was cosine x plus 1, and then dx was du over minus sine x. I'm going to put the negative out here, sine x. Sine x is canceled. I'm left with minus the integral of du over u. So what is the integral of du over u? It's a natural log of u. So I have minus the natural log of u, but u was cosine x plus 1 plus c. And that, my friend, is the integral of secant x tangent x over secant x plus secant x squared integrated with respect to x. In the next video, we'll take the derivative of that and see if we can get back to this. So let's see how that goes. All right, why are we doing this? Together we're trying to build a better tomorrow through math. Keep studying. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks.